Yeah, your introduction was over. Yeah.
There are a lot of people, so but I think you can introduce while you are narrating.
No. Yeah, after one comes I will do it. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Jag-
No problem, uncle.
Yes, sir. Shall I start now, Sarah?
Yes, uncle, you can start.
Sairam to all of you, my humble pranam to our beloved Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. It is a pleasure for me to be with you on Saturday and Sunday to share the experiences of our beloved Bhagwan to all of you. It is not possible for a human being or anybody can solve those problems what Swami has done to the individual person. It is really made possible for me to express all these things only because of Swami. It really gave me an opportunity to share the experiences. There are umpteen unbelievable experiences Swami has done. Of course, the day are not easy to finish it off as early as possible. It was more than a novel or more than what Mahabharata or Ramayana. Like that, Swami has done wonderful experiences to the individual devotees. Today, I am happy to share. There are many persons are there. First, I will request Mrs. Alumelu to share her experiences about the son and the family to you because she has to attend some other medical work for his son. That is the reason I invite her first. Alumelu,
Hello, Mama.
yes, you can express your feelings about everything.
Sairam, everybody. My name is Alamelu, and I have known Mama for the last 10 years, 10 to 11 years, when we were in Chennai first. My son was about 8 years old or 9 years old when Dr. Venkatesh, who was our dentist, told me about Reiki Mama. Then I contacted Mama, and then Mama used to come every day to our house from Velacheri. We lived quite far away. He used to come every day to our house just to heal Prithvi. He used to come, and every day, my son, to tell you more about my son is part of the autism spectrum disorder. He was quite young child, so all those symptoms and difficulties which he used to experience, we were not able to help him totally in being in achieving his potential. So what we did was we requested Mama to help us help Prithvi. Mama every day, in fact, he used to come from Velacheri in his home, and he used to come by train and by auto and by car and by all sorts of methods he will come. And he will not, in the beginning, he will not even have a cup of coffee. He will not take anything from us. And he used to keep healing Prithvi. Every day he used to do touch healing. In fact, originally Prithvi was not even comfortable with somebody else's touch. But with Mama, from day one, he was always comfortable, and he used to sit next to Mama for the Reiki healing. Slowly, what happened was we saw, so many small things slowly changing in Prithvi. We saw that he was becoming calmer. We saw he was becoming more mature. We could see his understanding becoming comprehension and understanding becoming much better, and we slowly saw that he was performing better at his special needs schools, and we saw that he was slowly blossoming into what he is today now. What more than I would say 80% of what Prithvi today is now is because of Bhagwan and Reiki Mama. Then slowly what happened is we also started. He became a family member. He stopped becoming just a healer for my son. He became our family member. We absolutely will not do anything without consulting Mama first. Be it even a trip by plane, because Prithvi may get scared. You know, the flights could be at 3 o'clock in the morning, could be 6 o'clock in the morning. I will call Mama at that time and say, Mama, we are going on the flight. You have to help Prithvi do this flight. And Mama will immediately pick up the phone and he will bless Prithvi, and we will see that the flight was so enjoyable for the child. He used to, have difficulties in even doing a flight from Chennai to Bangalore or Hyderabad, which was only 20 to 30 minutes. But then slowly, he can now do up to 10 to 12 hours of flying time now. He has become, every time we go out for a trip, we go out for his medical blood tests or anything, because Prithvi is very scared of the needle. Everything I will call Mama first, and then pray, and then go, and then it will happen like a charm. Then slowly it happens that even we, for all our requirements also, we started asking Mama, please help us, Mama, please help us. So for me also, I had a major health problem when I was in Singapore about 5-6 years back. I was having a lot of stomach pain, and in fact the doctors thought it was stomach cancer there, but Mama said it is not, don't worry, nothing is wrong, you go ahead. So we went on, and they were continuously doing a lot of tests, and then it happened, they found out it was not at all cancer, it was something very simple. It was only some kind of IBS which got cured. I was so tense, and we were all thinking of what will happen to Prithvi after my time and all that. But when Mama was always steadfast, he told me, nothing is wrong with you. I know for sure, you go ahead, do the test, you will see. And that is what happened. He was there, and slowly, every day he used to do healing for me also, and my stomach pain totally subsided, and I was able to function like everybody else. Then slowly, after about 2 years, I developed sugar, diabetes. That also I used to, within 3 months, with the help of diet, exercise, and of course, without Mama's blessings, nothing would have been possible. If in 3 months, my sugar came under control, and now I am not at all a diabetic. My sugar is totally under control for the last 2.5 years. Everything, even this morning, I called up Mama to ask him about to bless Prithvi, so that the vaccine which is going to be available in some time, that Prithvi takes the vaccine without fear, because of his fear of injection and needles. And Mama was saying, don't worry, this will happen. Even all any moves made by my husband in his career, any transfers, any change of jobs, everything we will ask Mama's guidance. We will ask him to bless us, and then only we will do anything. And he will always say, whatever is best for Prithvi and your family, that will definitely take place. And even where something may happen which we didn't actually want, but afterwards we find that that was the best. What Mama said was correct, because that becomes the best for the family, and we start enjoying our life in that phase of our life also. So our life has become much more enriched and much more fulfilled, only because of Reiki Mama and his blessings, and Sri Bhagwan Sai Ram's blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Sai Ram. We are really happy how Swami has come into your life and blessed your family, especially Prithvi. In due course, by Swami's grace, you will be perfectly all right. Thank you, Olumelu.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, everybody, for giving me an opportunity to express how much Mama has helped me, and Bhagwan has helped me through Mama. Thank you so much, all of you.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. I request Dr. Murthy is there. Sai Ram. Anybody can identify whether Dr. B.B.N. Murthy is there?
I think he is there, Uncle Saram. Yeah.
Namaskaram, Mama. I'm back.
Yeah, Namaskaram, Doctor. You can. I'm very happy to be with my beloved Dr. Murthy, more or less another family member to me, and also vice versa. And how he had the suffering of his wife and the experiences is going to share with us of Saira
Thank-
Murthy. Doctor.
Thank,
And
thank
you
you.
tell he is a specialist in plastic surgeon.
Thank you, Mama. It is, I can only say it's a great opportunity and a divine moment for all of us to share this experience of what we actually managed to touch a small miracle which you do with my wife. So I am extremely happy to share this because there are no other words to share except share with the words I can say here. Now, it just happened that my wife was suffering quite a lot. She was having a lot of trouble with she's been having kidney failure, and to begin with, I think it just it just sometimes happens, and we were suffering, and then my daughter's guru and then well-wisher Padmavati Anantagopalan, who is the well-known musician and guru, we went to see Mami. She is popularly called Mami, so we went to see her. We patiently waited, and then at the end of the kacheri, Mami came, and then she looked at my wife, and all she did was she was trying to find where Mama is. And it just so happened that Mama was just standing next to us. So she just turned around, took my wife's hand, and then she said, "You only blessed. What else can I say?" And I'm sure all of you know all his qualities. I don't have to say. I can only say that he is not only omnipresent but universally present. Night or day he is there. Immediately after the kacheri around 10:30, 11, he came home, and then he did. My wife was actually having severe cramps, and then as a surgeon, I could see just in my own eyes that he just started doing, just touching her wherever she had cramps, and then from that day, she never actually had cramps. So that was the power of his touch. And after that, I became a shopper. Every night he used to go so many places. I took this opportunity to be with him all the time, as much as possible. It was a great pleasure to drive him around. He used to come at 10:30, 11. I used to take him to another person whom we used to heal in the night. And I always felt that I should be with him. I used to go and drop him back home because it gave me an opportunity to know about him. And every moment was very, very divine to me. So, and I think he told me something which is very, very unique. He said, "It is not science but science. So everything is because of science." And I believe that. And I think it is very unique that he has had the opportunity to be blessed by Swamiji, Sai Babaji. And I think that's a unique thing which he does. He is always present 24 hours a day. I don't know where he gets all that energy. And we had the rare opportunity to actually witness the New Year celebration last year. So I don't know how many of you know the other side of Mama. He is very jovial. He actually dressed like a lady, and he danced to the delight of everybody. And so he is really a reincarnate of something very special. So we were very happy to have him. So and then I used to share so many things, and what all he did to so many people, curing cancers, making sure they are better, and even like the previous lady Alamelu who said so, his touch is just divine. So I hope that all of you are here are benefited like we do, and every day he is there with my wife, comforting her, and just his words of encouragement and complete encouragement and complete honesty and consolation. So that is just amazing. So I find this a great opportunity for me to share with all of you. I'm sure each of you have a story to say in honor of our beloved Mama. And I think that 2020 he has saved so many people from this dreaded thing. Even day before yesterday he told me that groups of doctors from UK have joined him, and I only wish that more and more people are benefited, and I really don't know how to pay back what is done to our family. So I take this opportunity to thank him again. Thanking is not just enough, but I would like him to really make sure that more and more people benefit from what he does. Thank you, Mama. And as he said, he is part of our family, and we went for his birthday, which was so well attended, and then with Sai Bhajans, every opportunity we'll make sure we are there with him to help him in whatever. I just feel good because fortunately and unfortunately, I happened to actually operate on his wife without me knowing. So I came to know later that I was also in some way, helping his wife. So that gives me some sort of a consolation that I did something for him. So with those few words, let me thank him, and let me thank the lovely other members of this organization and group, and I will join all of you to thank him again. Thank you, Mama. Thank you very much.
Sai Ram, Doctor, I'm really happy that you have shared your experiences. It was very nice and really wonderful. Now I am going to, Sai Ram, I am going to share my experiences now in Seattle, and I will start that experiences, you how it has happened, how Swami came and did that wonderful saving of a person who has been
Mama, you're muted.
share that one. Myself, huh? No, I have
No,
not muted.
no, Mama, now it's okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, probably some call would have come, that is the reason.
Okay.
I cut that. Yeah, I will start that experience, how Swami has done that miracle. Then I came to US, and as usual I used to do normal work and other healing to others. One day a person has requested me to do the Reiki Seva to a person who has come to Hyderabad to stay with his son. Not only for that stay with son, his daughter-in-law is going to deliver a baby. For that to do some sort of assistance, he and his wife came to Hyderabad. After staying for some days at Seattle, the person collapsed. He had gone into coma, no movement of his body at all. He cannot move leg, nothing at all. And only the heart is beating, that's all. Then his son, who is also is now working in Microsoft, requested one of his friends, anything can be done for my dad. In the hospital, the authorities have told, absolutely there is no question of survival. As long as he survives, he has to be like this only. There is no question of movement of his hands, legs and body, nothing at all. He will not get this conscious, everything. His son knows to the person who is very known to me and to my son also, because he had one experience that later on I will share that one to you if everything time permits. Then he asked me, Mama, will you go to hospital and do the healing to my friend's father? I said, okay, Swami is there. He will take care of everything. Don't worry, he will be completely alright within 15 days. I have never seen, but Swami made me to talk like that. So I talked like that. Then he said, okay, okay, don't worry, how you will go? No, our Satya is there. Satya Narayana of Coimbatore is there. He will take me to that hospital. Then I requested Satya, will it go because I don't know. I think Bhaskar has got work at our office. He said you can approach someone. Don't worry, Bhaskar, our Satya is there to take care of me. Then I telephoned to Satya. It was already past 11:30 p.m. He said, how uncle, we will go. Here they will not allow anybody to visit the hospital. We will go, Swami is there. We cannot, nobody can stop Swami. Let us proceed to the hospital. I have forgotten the name of the hospital. Of course, he knows, he will tell. So there we went, and I will narrate afterwards. Satya, I request you to narrate everything. Satya Coimbatore is there? Satya?
Uncle Satya
Are
is
you not
not
here?
there. Uncle Satya is not
Oh.
there. He said he had
Okay, I will narrate
somebody
that.
in India, so he said he'll join later.
Okay, no problem. I will narrate. I thought because he was the witness for everything, so that is the reason I requested Satya to be here. No problem. Then Satya and myself went to that. What is that hospital name, Bhaskar? Near to our house is there, near to Gayatri's house.
Swedish hospital.
Not revealed. No, near to Gayatri's house.
Uncle, I think it was Overlake Hospital, Bellevue.
Yeah, exactly correct. You are 100% correct, Modi. Correct. Overlake Hospital. So we went there, and he was in that ICU. Nobody stopped us. Where we are going, nothing. One person came and guided me. This is the truth. Satya was surprised. See, I told him what I told. Swami is there. He will take care of everything. When I saw the mother was crying like anything, it's a Telugu pupil, and they know some little English also, but that is enough for me to communicate. And she saw, then I heard everything, this has happened. Don't worry. Swami is there to take care of your husband. He will be completely alright. Within a period of fortnight, your husband is fit enough to walk and reach your home. Don't worry about it. So I applied Swami's vibhuti on his forehead and applied on his chest and other things, and hand, leg and other things. Then I did the healing to him, and when Satya was waiting for me in the room itself, then we went back home, and next day also Satya used to come daily. He said, uncle, we will go tomorrow. Any time you come. Anyway, we are fortunate that they are allowing us to enter that ICU also in odd hours. I think nobody would have allowed, but for Swami's grace only, we are entitled to visit to him and pray for him. Swami's grace, next day, there was a movement on his legs and hands. The doctor who came along with me, I asked him, what you did? He was able to move his hand and leg. I said, nothing I have done. And I showed Swami. I am wearing the Swami's ring on my left hand. I showed. He is my beloved Bhagwan. He is guiding us what to do, how to do, when to do. That is the thing. So next same day I did it, everything for him, and there was some sort of movement when we were there in the room itself. He had just tried to turn from left to right like that. He has started doing it. Then that time was over for me, because that normally how much time I used to take for a person's healing, that time was over. So we left that hospital. Let us go tomorrow. And in the meantime, Satya's friend, his name is Sai Magesh, used to ask the condition of that his friend's father was it. He used to narrate what has happened day-to-day activities, because then only I can do more for him as per our Bhagwan's instruction. Next, Swami, you came in my dream and told, don't worry, it's perfectly all right. Swami has given me that type of instruction to me. The next day, when, believe it or not, he was moving his hands and legs, everything. He was started smiling and talking to his wife. See, amazing how Swami has done. This is the miracle and Satya has seen and I experienced. Of course, Swami has shown me a lot of this type of experience. Even though this is for Satya, it is a new one, no. So, then I think, the in charge of the doctors, I don't know whether doctors or nurses, what is the procedure in US. They all came to the room and asked me, see what magic you have done. We never expect, nobody will expect that this man will be like this within 4 days. Anything you are having in your hand, they asked me to show my hand. I said, this is my hand. So any oil or anything you are applying or any chemicals or any magic tricks you are nothing, you just touch my hand and see. 2 nurses touched my hand, oh, it's a plain hand. Never they will say, I don't know anything. It's all our Bhagwan's grace. The next day, it was entirely a dramatic situation for that patient, and he was sitting and with the help of that walker, he started walking. The doctors are all told me how it has happened. We don't know anything how it has happened, but this has happened. And as I told through Swami, they said he is going to be discharged day after tomorrow. So straight away from the hospital, he went home and flown back to Hyderabad. This is how Swami's miracle has taken place. Unfortunately, I am missing Satya. Yes, Sairam, this is the thing. I was fortunate to do that seva to that person because of my beloved Swami. Sairam. Sairam Jaggi.
Thank you, Uncle. Maybe once Satya is back, we can ask him to quickly summarize the
Yes,
incident.
I will tell. Satya.
He's not back yet, Mama. Once he is back.
Okay, no problem. Okay, once he back will.
Okay.
Now, another miracle of one person who was down with all sorts of that imbalances and other things. She is, I think whether she is there, I'll find out from Manian Subramaniam from Bombay. Hello?
Auntie, you're muted, Auntie. You can unmute and then talk.
Jaggi, you might want to tell them. Auntie, if you click on the place where you see the video, then you will see 3 buttons in the bottom and then you can unmute yourself. Yeah, touch that, you will see 3 buttons and then you can press the unmute button.
There is a mic.
Subramanian is not there, so that he will help.
They are there, but they are trying to unmute. They're not able to.
They have to press the place where they see the video, then you will see all the 3.
Okay, then next time I will ask someone to share their experience.
One.
Wait, they are trying.
Money
Yeah,
uncle.
I will wait. For me, no problem.
Okay. If you see that red circle with a mic, you have to click on. Okay, maybe Uncle Mama, we can go to the next person and then we can come back.
Okay. Next. As I told you, Ramanathan is there.
Silence teacher up there.
Yes, Ramanathan, you can share your experiences with our Sai group, and Ramanathan is going to narrate how Swami has come to his wife's health problem and other things, how Swami is even till date doing all sort of help to her. I request Ramanathan to share. He was my general manager of Syndicate Bank, and also he was after retirement he was I think some high post he had with Karnataka state government also. So Ramanathan will narrate everything. Sai Ram Ramanathan.
Sai Ram Swami, my humble pranams to lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. The miracle, first miracle is the very fact that we were reunited after 25 years. That itself is a miracle by Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. I know, sir, in fact I am very much humbled when the whole entire group, whole world over, call him Sridhar Mama. I am able to take the liberty of calling him Sridhar. I used to address him in singular. Now I feel very, very bad and awkward, so I have started addressing Ningal, Wango, Pongo. Otherwise we used to address in singular. We were contemporaries in Syndicate Bank in our professional career during 1990s. So I know two sides of Sridhar. So I would share my experience as the Syndicate Bank Sridhar and the Reiki Sridhar. You may wonder what has Syndicate Bank Sridhar to do in this group. But that shows the man what I have found in Sridhar when we were together in Syndicate Bank and what I am seeing now, and what all of you are seeing as Reiki Sridhar now after so many years. We were contemporaries in Syndicate Bank, professional career, fellow officers in the same grade during 90s. In fact, as he was narrating sometime back last week, he had partially told about his banking career. I would like to supplement some of the facts which he has not told. He himself may not be aware. Syndicate Bank was known as Anand Sridhar when he was coming to Chennai. We were together in Chennai. During 1990, when he came to Chennai, he was referred to as Anand Sridhar because nobody was knowing Sridhar. So, but afterwards, as he made a mention, there was a particular selection from a particular branch, Nanganallur. You may wonder what is so great about Nanganallur, because that is a semi-urban place in a metropolitan city. You can have two birds at one stroke. So many were eyeing of that branch, including me. Some zonal manager recommended 2 people, divisional manager recommended two people, some 8 people, if I remember right, including me, were in the race for that one single branch manager position. So suddenly, like a dark horse, management announced, when Sridhar is posted to Nanganallur as manager, he will join. No, everybody was wondering, including me, who is that Sridhar? So, we were not that Sridhar. So, and he was one person who was loved by all the management, employees union association. You may wonder, in banks, in public sector banks particularly, those days, associations and unions are very powerful. But here is one man who was uniformly popular with both management as well as the employees union association. I found the answer only from Girija Ravishankar, Srimati Girija Ravishankar, when I was narrating this incident. He loved Swami, so everybody loved him. So that is a very, very convincing argument, she said. So that divine personality was there in Sridhar even in those moments. In fact, we were moving very closely. I still remember he had narrated how he came into Swami's fold, how he was ridiculing Swami, all those things. I was telling in the house to my son also when he reunited after 30 years, which I will tell later, with the help of my son's friend. He was remembering all those things even now. So he was uniformly popular among management and he was very, very successful. His resignation in 1996 as per Swami's instruction was a big surprise. That was the talk of the city in the banking circle, syndicate bank circle, because he was the blue-eyed boy of the management as well as association. He was a divine person. As our common friend E. Sridhar used to say, we were not knowing that we were moving so closely with such a divine incarnate, a person with whom Swami is dwelling through. It is like Baba's classmates, Ramesh and Suresh, moving so freely with Swami. We were now only we realize how we are fortunate to be moving with Sridhar in such a friendly manner. Sairam. This was the
Mama? Now,
Sridhar.
Sairam. Yeah. Sairam Jaggi. Now, Manian is able
I can
to...
now.
Let
Mama,
uncle.
now I have understood how to operate. Shamla is
maybe-
ready. Shamla is
Maybe
ready.
once Ramanathan uncle completes, we can start with
Sairam Subramanian sir, I am Ramanathan, you know me. Sairam Subramanian sir. I take only 2-3 minutes, that's all. Sairam, am
Sairam.
I audible?
Yes,
sir.
thank you, Ramanathan.
Yes,
Yeah,
uncle,
audible,
we
yeah.
can hear you.
I think Ramanathan Mama should
Or your what?
Ramanathan Mama should complete his whatever he has to say, and then we can take it forward.
I think he has completed.
No, I have completed.
Mama பேசிட்டு இருக்கான் இன்னும் முடிக்கல
ராமநாதன்.
இன்னும் முடிக்கல
Main parts have not come.
Yeah.
In April
Yes, thank you.
2018, seriously suffering from kidney ailment, he is hard of hearing, and the protein creatinine ratio, which has to be within the normal range of 0.2, it was at 50. She was hospitalized, she was giving steroid treatments, and the sugars went heavy, so we were not knowing what to do, and she had multiple complications. She is a diabetic, high BP, so we were wondering, we have been go to the doctor has been given some treatment, but doctor said, if this is the state of affairs, she is already 61, 62, see, you have to go through dialysis, and kidney transplant is the only solution. He scared us. We are all worried. The moment she hears the name dialysis, she goes into tears because her mother passed away at the age of 50 because of dialysis. So she doesn't, I don't want to live long like this. So we were really worried. And my son and daughter-in-law, they are in San Jose, so they were also, getting perplexed, they were concerned. So my son did his MS from UPenn, Pennsylvania. He had a close friend, Harish. Then Harish gave one divine Reiki doctor is there in Chennai. His name is Sridharan Sheshachari. Sridharan Reiki Sheshachari. This is a message on 15th November 2018. My son sent from US. This is what Harish has given me. If you feel, you can talk to this doctor. This is what he said. I do not know who is this Sridharan Reiki Sheshachari. Then he gave the number. So I just dialed the number. So Sridhar came on the line. I remembered his unique voice. He had a very gruff voice, unique voice. So Sridhar, hello, he said. When he said hello, Mr. Sridhar, because I know him as Sridhar, not even as Sridharan. Sridharan, when he said hello, are you by any chance from Syndicate Bank, Sridharan? Sridhar, I asked him. Yes, Ramanathan, I am very much same Sridharan Naganalu. I was stunned for a minute. I just broke into tears. Last week when I heard many people becoming emotional, telling their stories, even as a listener, particularly Kanakadara, when she narrated, she became emotional. Listening to her story, I became emotional. Yes, likewise. So, the fact that I am the same Sridhar Nangaluru Ramanath. This is happening after 25 years. I last met Sridharan in 97 May when I was transferred to Trivandrum after his resignation. Thereafter, no contact, no touch at all. After nearly 25 years, like word from the blue, suddenly my son's friend Harish gave me his contact details. Thereafter, immediately, next earliest opportunity, he visited Bangalore, came to my house and he asked for a photo of my wife. Thereafter, believe me or not, dear Sairam, brothers and sisters, till this moment, my wife is very, very stable. Doctor himself says, don't worry about the readings. As long as she is stable and active, and the moment Sridhar called my wife, jam nirpad, Ramanathan, wife jam nirpad. That itself carries lot of confidence, gives us confidence. I was really remembering that is as Vishwanath, Gita's husband, once remarks in your satsang, his positivity is his biggest strength. I agree. In fact, his son Bhaskar, during one of the sessions in the Rudra chanting, see, Devaganas are traveling throughout the universe. They always say, you give positive thoughts, give positive vibration. Tadastu, they go on announcing. So that I find very, very true in what Sridhar says. And Sridhar is with a wonderful family. In fact, I will be doing injustice if I don't mention, because I do not know his second son. I've interacted with Bhaskar once. Amazing son, amazing. Simply words are not enough. I was moved by one touching statement. He is a role model for the present day generation. I said, when I came to know last time also, he made a mention for his mothers, for his wives. That is Bhaskar's mother's ceremony every month. He used to come from US. Amazing, Bhaskar, you are doing that. This is the least uncle I can do to my wife, to my mother. Even now, I become emotional when I am mentioning all these things. He is a blessed soul. We are very, very, very grateful to you, Sridhar. In fact, I am really fortunate to call you so. In the entire group, I am able to take the liberty of addressing you by name when the whole world, when the entire group calls you Sridhar Mama, Sairam, Sridhar Uncle and all that. So I am really fortunate. I also become emotional expressing my sincere gratitude to Sridhar. I am really blessed by Swami.
Sairam, Ramanathan.
Ramanathan, I'm calling you my Somachi Mama. Yeah. I'm calling you as Somachi Mama.
You are absolutely true, Sadarsh sir. He is really much a God. We are fortunate to move with him so closely. You are also there. Whatever statement you are a witness.
Because I had an opportunity to meet him after 15 years.
I could meet him after 25 years.
Yeah, but that was indication of Lord that I have got some assistance with him in the later years.
Thank you, Sairam, Ramanathan. It was really, I am very indeed happy to be associated with you for all these years and still continue to be with you. It's all but because of our beloved Bhagwan. We are all, because of Swami, come under one umbrella, Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Thank you, Ramanathan. Thank you, because the time is so short, that is why you are. I am very happy that now I think there is another person, maybe Sujata, Bangalore. Sorry, that Manian I have to request again. Sujata afterwards.
Sairam. Yeah, Sairam.
Yeah. I request Shyamla.
Hello.
How your problem?
Hi, yes, I'm Shyamla Subramaniam.
Yes, Sairam.
I'm Shyamla Subramaniam from Bombay. I'm grateful to the organizers and of this program and Sridhar uncle for giving me an opportunity to share my experiences with him and also with Baba. At the outset, I would like to thank Mr. Santana Krishnan, retired GM of Syndicate Bank, for introducing me to Sridhar uncle at the right time. And I would like to mention very briefly about myself because there is not much time and I think many people are waiting. I was born as a normal child, but I got affected by polio at the age of 2.5, and that was a time when there was no vaccine. And it was because of my parents who took the initiative to give me the treatment. And then onwards, the journey started. I underwent treatment for many years for my polio because one of my limb, when my parents went to the doctor said that the right limb has been affected by polio, so you will have to undergo treatment, physiotherapy until the age of 13 or 14. And then they gave me the brace and the shoes to wear so that I could walk. This was a turning point in my life. Very gradually, my parents decided, they decided to educate me and they decided to see that I become independent. And it was during this time that the doctors mentioned that I should undergo a surgery in the orthopedic hospital. So I underwent a surgery at the age of 18, two very major surgeries on my leg. And during that time, I had become very serious and the doctors had given up. And that was a time when my parents came in contact with somebody who was in Matunga in Bombay, and he used to go for bhajans. And then my eldest brother said, Baba, if you're there, if you are really this, then you should bring back my sister's life. And that was really a miracle it was my second life. And then thereafter I moved on, I qualified myself and I joined TISS and I retired as a deputy librarian in 2010. And after that, after so many years, after 38 years of service, I developed a pain on my left knee, which is a normal knee. And when I went to all the orthopedic surgeons, my husband took me to the best of orthopedic surgeons when they said that the only solution is knee replacement. And it is then I came into contact with Santana Krishnan, and he suggested Sridhar uncle, and he introduced me to Sridhar uncle and told me that he is in the form of Baba. Baba oda roopathila irkar, he will definitely cure you. And I have had interviews with Baba also 3-4 times in Parthi and in Dharmakshetra and Bombay. And he said you will always have the blessing of Baba in some form or the other. And that is when I came into contact with Sridhar uncle, and I feel that he is Baba. He is actually Baba or Rupa Darshan Mandir. He is giving me this treatment every day, whatever be the time. And how many ever more patients, he is all over the world, people are in contact with him, but he still continues to call me at any part of the day. He never feels tired. I feel very sorry sometimes that even on Sunday he doesn't have rest, but he has really cured me, and the pain, which was about nearly 50%, has now come down, and I just have about 5% of the pain in my knee. And this is the wear and tear because of the weight of my polio leg falling on my normal leg. So he said, he used to give me an assurance, nothing will happen, everything will become all right. So for every small thing, I always call him and I always tell him, I said, please, uncle, please, pray for me, because I have immense faith in him. I have immense faith, and I know he is in the form of Baba. And what Baba told me, that the blessings will always be. So I think he has always blessed me in the form of Sridhar uncle. Sridhar uncle is giving me the blessings always. So I feel that I'm very, very indebted to him, and I'm very thankful to him. And always he has a cheer on his face. He gives an assurance to me that nothing will happen. You will become all right. You will become all right. You don't worry about anything. I'm praying for you. So, I have confidence that, I will sooner or later will become all right. And I'm now able to do all my activities. I don't have pain at all. So much, maybe just 5% because of the weather conditions. Otherwise, I'm really very thankful to him. And I pray to Baba and I pray to God to give him strength and to give him good health so that he could offer give his, to all his people, he could, be of service to people and, make them all right. So I'm once again thankful to Sridhar uncle because it is really like a miracle because, I never want to undergo a knee replacement surgery at all. And I feel that now I'm much better because of my polio, I'm able to move around and I'm able to do everything. So I'm very thankful to Sridhar uncle and I can never forget him. I can never forget him because every day he comes, whatever be the time. Once again, I thank you, Sai Ram. I pray to God to give him good health and energy to do service to everybody. Thank you, sir.
Sairam Shamala, it's all Swami's grace. Every day you are showing the improvement. But for Swami, the present Shamala will not be there. So that your abundance, grace and blessings from Swami is always with you, within you. Thank you, Shamala.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Now, I'm just going to share.
And Jaggi, I'll take 1 minute. I forgot to mention one important point. Sridhar, 1 minute. I'll take 1 minute.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead, uncle.
Yeah. Take.
Sairam, Sridhar, Jaggi, to all Sairam brothers and sisters, whenever we go for blood test of my wife, I used to tell Sridhar, we are going for the blood test. On that morning, 6:45, 7 o'clock, we go. He calls me immediately, and don't worry, Ramanathan, your potassium level will be 4.5. It will be exactly 4.5. I was just like, unbelievable. I mean, what not can be, and it will be exactly same reading, 4.5. I don't know, he is much more than his God only, I would say. I forgot to mention that. Exactly the same reading used to come.
Sairam Ramanathan.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you, Ram.
I forgot to mention, I forgot to mention many things.
Sairam Ramanathan. Now, actually, I want to tell that one when the Dr. Mukti was telling his wife's condition was very bad. You know that urea was 149 and some other, all these 11, 12, I think creatine level. Sujata used to tell me, his wife, Mama, tomorrow I am going for the blood test. Don't worry, Swami is with you. Don't worry, you are going to see the downfall of all these important things, either urea, protein, and the same thing has happened. Now, Dr. Murthy was very happy that every level of the things has come down because of our beloved Swami, Sai Ram. The same thing now that Sujata Srinivasan is going to share her experiences, how Swami was in her life. Sai Ram, Sujata, are you there?
Sai Ram Mama, I'm here. Are you able to see me?
Sujata, yes. Yeah, now we are not able to see. Anyway, you share your experiences.
I have some issue with my laptop mic, so I
don't worry. No problem, you talk, that's all.
Okay. Everybody, my name is Sujata Srinivasan. I'm from Bangalore. Basically, I'm from Pondicherry, and I have an art studio here. I'm the founder of an art studio in Bangalore, and one amazing couple. I will tell their name in a while. Who is also here? Connected us to Mama, and I'm really indebted to the couple for showing us Mama, because without them we wouldn't have known Mama, and Mama is like a family to us now. He knows my parents, he knows my in-laws, my brother who's in the US, he knows everybody. And this is a couple of experiences I just want to tell. I won't be talking for long. I'll tell two small short experiences, but it made huge changes in my life. A couple of years back, I am a big fan of dance, and we had a dance practice in our complex, and I injured my knee. It was already a problematic knee, and I injured it terribly, and I was, in a walker, and it was crazy. And my mom-in-law would keep asking, "You என்னமா நீ ஐயோ எப்படிமா நடக்க போற, ரெண்டு பசங்க வேற இருக்கு, நீ எப்படி பாத்துக்க போற?" I was like, okay, let me get through this. I don't know what I'm doing, but it was so painful. That time I didn't know mama. And to top it up, already I was like this, and when it was getting a little better, I had to go drop off my son in some class, and I aggravated the pain. So it was because I was driving the car. So it was unbearable pain, and I really didn't know what to do, and I was like just putting up with it and going on and on. Physio, I went for physio for like a few sessions. It was not helping at all. I said, okay, this is how it's going to be. I can say bye-bye to everything, and I just do everything. Whatever bare essentials, I will do bare minimum. And then I got to meet Mama. When Mama was in Bangalore, he was at a person's house. I was talking about this amazing person, the couple in their house. And Mama was healing my children. I have a daughter and a son. He was healing. And then I said, Mama, எனக்கு வந்து நமஸ்காரம் உங்களை சேவிக்கணும், பட் என்னால வந்து உட்கார கூட முடியாது மாமா, முட்டையெல்லாம் போடுறதுலாம் மறந்துடும். First he said, no, நீ உட்காரு, and then he gave me one healing touch on the knee. And periodically, அப்பவே வந்து it was little better, and I was thinking, no, wait and see. And then periodically he was giving me, healing thing, and this COVID thing started because of the lockdown and all. It was always online now, and he was giving me for some time, and it was a huge miracle. I should really say that I cannot say anything now, because I'm actually having dance classes now. I'm back to dancing, and it is like something that kind of pain. It is like whole you feel refreshed feeling. If somebody hits the refresh button, it feels like it's amazing. And so this was one thing, getting back to my thing, which gives me happiness. Mama is the reason for it. First thing. And then again, now the career part of it, my art studio is there, it's going on, and I usually work with corporates and bunch of companies for whom I do this team building workshops and all. And during this COVID time, some parents here were generally asking, Sujata, do you want to take some art classes for the children? I really like the paintings, and said, I don't know, let me just take. And then I was a little confused, because some parents are asking. I called Mama, enna mama pannalam, go for it. So I said okay, and I started, and konjam now I have like 6 batches, and I have children in Singapore, US, and it's so beautiful. It is amazing, because this is my passion, and I'm loving to work with these children, and I have the corporate thing also. And then, right, eventually there was one orphanage here in Bangalore, and we were talking suddenly, and there were a lot of kids. The moment we were talking about something else, the kids started showing their artwork, whatever they did. And then I had a feeling, let me help them out. So I was teaching art to them, and they make this students, some of my students, the adults, my workshop, they did this. I would keep sending Mama pictures and all that. And then suddenly one day, I am getting an award. This was a huge surprise, because it was not even in my list. And it was a scar, something they have given from some academy. I was like, Mama, this is like, I told you, wait, see, it is amazing, wait and see. So there are so many things, right, that was going, and I can keep going on and on about Mama. One thing here, which was like, it was a very beautiful experience for me, and my daughter, she's in the other room, but it would have been nice if I can get her also. This is something I wanted to share was, I have a teenage daughter, and last year, I think, when she was in 10th grade, she had so much of anxiety, because she's in ICSE board, and there is so much to do, so much constant study. It was like, I don't know my baby. It was like that way. She's always busy with studies and music, so sings a lot Carnatic music. She's totally and I would tell her, what I'm getting so worked up. Don't worry. No, ma, this is so much. And then Hindi. Hindi was the thing that would she would get nightmares. How am I going to do my 10th exam in Hindi? Hindi is so difficult. I don't know how to do. And then I would call mom. Mama, I really don't know. Teenager, I don't know what to do with her. She's getting so worked up. Exam annale avlo bayama irukku. Enna panna poran theriyala enakku. And the funniest part, miracle, I know word for that, is by the time thing and all had come, it was already the exam, it was in April, May, they cancelled the Hindi exam. Mom, I was like, Mama, this is it was like, they said, no more Hindi exam, whatever your previous scores are, that's what we are going to take in Hindi. All the exams happened, except we were, I was like, what is this happening? I think bio also. So how was that happening? And then she scores some 96% or something, because it was a miracle. This is a miracle. This has never happened, I think, ever. And I was telling Mama, sonnala, come on, paru, inno paru. So I was like, enakku vandu eppdina, it is amazing. And whenever I am very about anything, just call Mama. Even there are times I call him at 11 o'clock at night. It was when she would tell, right, it was like so relaxing. And, okay, it is not my problem now. Anna Madri, you're feeling okay. My career, my health wise, my children's health, so much. It is an amazing journey. And here I want to really thank Kumaresh sir and my gratitude and full love to Kumaresh sir and JP for introducing us to Sridhar Mama. Without them, we would have not known Mama. I really don't know how to thank them. I am so grateful. And our beloved Mama is always part of family, and I'm so glad to be here to share my experience. Happy New Year, everybody. Sairam.
Thank you, Sujata, for having expressed your feelings, everything, and also your son's improvement, everything. It's all Swami's grace. But for Swami, nothing would have taken place. The credit goes to our beloved Bhagavan.
With Brother Kumaresh's permission, I would like to play his video. Is that okay, Kumaresh uncle? Anna?
No. Bhaskar, don't call me uncle.
Bhaskar is Jaggi.
Hi Jaggi. You both sound so much alike, it's difficult to differentiate both of you from your voice.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course, my honor. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
So this is very important. People who don't know Tamil, please, this is very important that you read this, because I tried to put subtitles onto that, but as it says, it's a very poor substitute to the actual Tamil words, which have a far deeper and profound meaning. Yeah, go ahead, Jaggi.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity.
No problem, Anna.
மனிதன் என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம்.
What happened?
The mute button is on.
Jaggi, I think your mute is on.
Sorry about that.
Jaggi, go back and play from the beginning. Yeah.
மனிதன் என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம். மனிதன் என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம். வாரி வாரி வழங்கும் போது வள்ளலாகலாம். வாழை போல தன்னை தந்து தியாகியாகலாம். உருகி ஓடும் மெழுகு போல ஒளியை வீசலாம்.
Jackie, 1 minute. What happened to subtitles? You are writing a
let me see if I can turn it.
Son.
Jackie, just now I spoke to Mama. He said that connection is still not there, so either you can play Kumaresh sir's or Jayanti's video, and then within the time, if it doesn't come, you can close for today. That's what he said.
Why is it always off?
I don't know why it's off. Thanks, Gayatri. We will play. We're playing right now Kumaresh Anna's video. I don't know why it is not
So
turning
if it
on.
doesn't come after this, he said he asked us to close for today.
Okay.
Sairam.
Sairam.
Why is the subtitles not coming? Interesting.
Hang on. It says up. I'm trying to turn it on.
Can you go down and hit the off button with the down? Try to click.
Yeah, that's what I tried. It's not doing it. Oh, there you go. Okay, let me try that again.
In our lifetime,
No, it's not turning it on.
ஆழை போல தன்னை தந்து தியாகியாகலாம் ஓடும் மெழுகு போல ஒளியை வீசலாம் மனிதன் என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம் Take Mahadeva, take Ramana Maharshi, take Sheshavishwa, take Baba. But they are very often somebody who is a very normal person, but showed us a way, a divinity, what is being divine. Sridhar, our own Sridhar. Munihan என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம், வாழ்வன் வாழ்வும் போது வள்ளலாகலாம். ஆமா, he gives to others. He is healing others. So, any question, without asking, who are you, what are you, how are you? If somebody is interested, Mama is there to help. Giving is a great art, and Mama is an epitome of giving. வாழை வாழ்வும் போது வள்ளலாகலாம், வாழை போல தன்னை தந்து தியாகியாகலாம். See, it's not a joke to be a hero. It takes a toll on you physically, mentally, economically, and spiritually. But Mama is that divine soul, ever smiling Mama. It's a practice. Barring banana tree. Every type of banana tree is used by mankind. From leaf to its bark, to its fruit, to its flower, everything is used for consumption by mankind. Likewise, Mama gave himself for others. He is Bhagavan's design. I'm just an instrument, and he just gives. வாழை போல தன்னை தந்து தியாகியாகலாம், உறங்கும் போல் எழுதை போல ஒளியை வீசலாம். See, we all go to Mama with such silly reasons. Mama, my head is paining. Mama, my hand is paining. Mama, if I sleep, my leg is hurting. Mama, I'm sneaking. Mama, I got hiccups. Mama, when I look, my eyes is twitching. Mama, my head is paining. Mama, I have an interview. ever smiling Mama. The moment we see her smile, all our worries are gone. Thank you. Under the light of darkness, the smile of Mama takes away all our problems, all our sorrows. We are bright and smiling, the ever smiling Mama. மெழுகை போல ஒளியை மெழுகு போல ஒளியை வீசல மனிதன் என்பவன் தெய்வமாவனா ஊருக்கென்று வாழ்ந்த நெஞ்சம் சிலைகளாகலா உறவுக்கென்று விரிந்த உள்ளம் மலர்களாகலா யாருக்கென்று அழுத போதும் தலைவனாகலாம் மனம் அது கோவிலாகலாம் மனிதன் என்பவன் ஊருக்கென்று வாழ்ந்த நெஞ்சும் சிலைகள் சிலைகள் ஆகலாம். He has no time for himself. He doesn't do anything for himself. Imagine somebody from everything, all sorts of ailments, and not take a penny, but just keep wishing them, be happy, be good, be happy, be good. Let God be with you all the time. Dirgha Sumangali Baba, Dirgha Ayushman Baba. He wishes people like this without taking anything. He is worthy of having a statue and being celebrated. ஊருக்கென்று வாழ்ந்த நெஞ்சம் சிலைகள் ஆகலாம். உறவுக்கென்று விரிந்த உள்ளம் மலர்களாகலாம். He cherishes relationships. He remembers everybody's exam time, appointment time, interview time, concert time, flight time, sleep time, wake up time. He remembers everything. Of not 1%, 2%, but everybody, whoever goes to him, he remembers all of them. That is what he is. உறவுக்கென்ற விரிந்த உள்ளம். He embraces everybody. Amazing person, Sridhar Mama. உறவுக்கென்று விரிந்த உள்ளம் மலர்களாகலாம். யாருக்கென்று அழுத போதும் தலைவனாகலாம். He cares for each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. He is so compassionate. He is so much in love. He romances the quality of life. He is teaching us, guiding us the way, or inspiring us the way to live. This is what life is all about. To be for others. To be there for others. That is the way the divine operates. He is showing us the way to divinity, or showing us the imagery of divinity. He is showing us the entire reflection of divinity. Manidan என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம். மனம் மனம் அது கோவிலாகலாம். மனிதன் என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம். Awesome. Sridhar Mama is a person who is a temple. From top to bottom, he is a temple. Not only his manam, not only his mind, his heart, his entire psyche, intellect, everything is a residence of the divine. We call it temple. மனம் இருந்தால் பறவை கூட்டில் மான்கள் வாழலாம். வழி இருந்தால் கடுக்குள்ளே மலையை காணலாம். துணிந்து விட்டால் தலையில் எந்த சுமையும் தாங்கலாம்.
Sairam, looks like Mama is back.
Sairam Jaggi. Yes,
Did I continue the video or do you have anything else, Mama?
No, that's because already the time is for you 9 o'clock. Let him Kumaresh finish it, then we'll close it today. Om Shanti Shanti.
Okay.
That's all. Because I don't want to drag on the session forever.
No problem, Mama. Let me play it. Continue that.
அது கோவிலாகலா பறவை கூட்டி ஆண்கள் வாழணும். This is a metaphor, meaning you have a chat with your mama. No, it is possible. Why am I so? Why am I thinking that everything is so difficult? Life is so easy. He makes it right for you by the way he is, by the way he talks to you, by his positivity. He is an epitome of positivity. He talks only positive things. So, that conversation with him, the presence, his energy, enlightens you and lifts your spirit. And you suddenly feel that, yeah, I can do anything. வழி இருந்தால் அடுக்குக்குள்ளே மலையை காணலாம். Again, amazing metaphor that anything is possible. You can move mountains. That is a spirit Mama instills in you when you are in touch with him, when you are in constant conversation with him, and when you fortify the bond with him. That is what he does to you. You know that, hey, Mama is there, everything is possible. That's the kind of confidence and strength he gives to you, his support. Only divinity can give you that kind of a confidence. துணிந்து விட்டால் தலையில் எந்த சுமையும் தாங்கலாம். Mama gives you that confidence that you can do anything. Anything is possible for you. Nothing is unsurmountable. You have an exam. You have been a failure all your life. He will talk to you and say, go write the exam. You will be successful. You may go to an interview and there is no chance you are going to get the job. He will tell you, go, tomorrow you are getting the job. That confidence which he instills in you, that belief, ultimately will be such that you will get the job. That is the confidence he instills in you, the belief system that, hey, I can do this. That is an amazing quality to have. And Mama, just that, everybody. Gunam, adu kovilagalam. If your character becomes your temple, Mama is a epitome of that. Manidan என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம். I think this song is appropriate to describe Mama. That is why I sang this song and described Mama through this song. There is no other way to tell about Mama, because everybody has got such wonderful experiences. We are going to keep saying that Mama did this, Mama did that. But Kannadasan wrote a song. He knew that Mama is going to be there. Mama is there. So this song is particularly perfect in sync for Mama. மனிதன் என்பவன் தெய்வமாகலாம். வாரி வாரி வழங்கும் போது வள்ளல் ஆகலாம். வாழை போல தன்னை தந்து தியாகி ஆகலாம். உருகியோர் மெழுகை போல ஒளியை வீசலாம். ஸ்ரீதர் மாமா என்ற மனிதன் தெய்வமாகலமா? தெய்வந்தானா? நமஸ்காரம்.
That was wonderful. Thanks for sharing that, Anna.
Sairam Jaggi.
Sairam Mama.
Yeah,
So
it's already late. Let us have it tomorrow, the continuation.
Okay, Mama. Om Tri
Yeah, I
Shanti.
don't, no, yeah, because it is already 9 o'clock for you. So I don't want to make you to sit for another 15 to half an hour. So we'll have it another session tomorrow. Anyway, it is done. I will share the remaining thing tomorrow.
No problem, Mama. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie.
We can say Om Tri Shanti to initiate Mama.
Yeah. Om Shanti 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 Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Jai Bolo Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Babaji ki Jai Sai Ram.
I'll continue with that. Sairam Mama.
Sai Ram Jaggi.
Sairam. We can
Sairam.
get started, Mama.
Sai Ram, sir. Sai Ram. Thank you, Viswanathan Sai Ram. Yeah. I will start Sai Ram. Sai Ram, my humble pranam to the lotus feet of our Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Once again, hello, are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, uncle. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to share some of my experiences with our beloved Sai Ram, and also some of the devotees who had an unbelievable experience of our Bhagwan is also going to share with you all. So let us start today. I request our Satya Narayanan, the present president of Samamish Group, he is going to share with you. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, everyone. Yesterday I missed, sorry uncle, yesterday I was on a different call. I apologize for that. So, yeah, we have been listening to all these experiences by various, devotees, and as uncle said, even non-devotees. And, Swami says, miracles are just visiting cards. The ultimate thing is transformation. That is more important. So I feel all these are more like visiting cards for us to get into the spiritual realm, and ultimate goal should be for us to transform ourselves. So with that, I would like to narrate a couple of things that yesterday uncle mentioned about one of the Seattle incident where one of the elder person from Hyderabad got a brain hemorrhage where it led to paralysis. And I used to have the opportunity of taking uncle around in Seattle whenever he's in. So I felt that is the only service he takes from us. He's like a purely a more completely volunteer kind of person where he doesn't expect anything, which is the ultimate thing about service, right? You do anything without any expectations. So I used to take him wherever he wants. So this particular case, for me, it was a pretty amazing thing because I took on the first day so he got the brain hemorrhage, he got admitted, he was in the special unit, and as uncle said, generally they don't allow people, and uncle promised, everything will be fine. And we went, and then the nurses, were nice enough to allow us, and then uncle was doing the healing, and all the nurse staff, doctors, they were wondering what is uncle doing, and He's just touching thing and then doing, and they don't understand. This is beyond science, right? So they were questioning me and uncle, what are you doing? And then we just say we are doing prayers. That's what And then on top of it, uncle said, first of all, I was shocked to see he was in paralysis, and uncle promised that within 10 days he will travel to Hyderabad, because I was skeptical about it, because generally seeing a person in that state, it's not, somebody cannot guarantee that he would be fit enough to travel in 10 days. And as I took him every day, as uncle was mentioning, the progress was great. The paralysis, slowly he started getting movements. This being a brain-related thing, pretty complicated, but ultimately, applying Swami's Vibhuti and uncle's healing, helped. And then ultimately he traveled to Hyderabad, and he called uncle from Hyderabad and told everything was okay. So the whole incident, he has done a lot of healings. This is one of the things where, an extremely complicated situation also, uncle, able to derive from his grace and then, do that service. So I just thought, uncle told me to summarize this, and then, this is a great opportunity to, share with us. And then personally also he has helped, my family members as well. My mother, who's no more, but she had a lung cancer, and when she was fighting it, uncle used to help in the pain management aspect of it, which is a pretty it's a pretty painful thing, the cancer pain, but uncle used to in fact make visits to Coimbatore. Used to fly and then do healing for my mother, which I cannot forget. The only thing I could repay was, wherever he wants a ride, that's all. And I used to book tickets for him to fly, and then I took him to Marudamalai temple in Coimbatore. That's all he expects. And then, it's a purely selfless act that uncle does. So for me, the takeaways are, Swami says, pure love is nothing but sacrifice. So he sacrifices thing for others, so that we should, I feel as a forum, we should all derive that message, that we should do whatever sacrifice we can, and do in turn help others in whatever capacity we can. So uncle has this unique blessings from Swami of, healing, but at the same time, I used to ask uncle, how can you, so many people refer you, and how can you take all this? You're also burdened with this. But he says, he's always politely, saying that Swami gives me courage to handle this, with a couple of hours of sleep. And I thank uncle for being such a selfless person. And also my daughter, one funny, interesting incident, how uncle predicts kind of some of the things. So my daughter was going for the exam, and to the elementary, she was nervous, and then uncle was here, and then uncle blessed her pen and said, you will do fine, you will score well. And then in fact he's told that you will review the questions at the end, and you will go back and correct it. So he just casually mentioned it, and my daughter forgot about it. And then next day, it so happened after the exam, she did exactly the same. And then she remembered what, it's just a small example that, how he kind of foresees some small predictions. And but ultimately we should live in the present. We don't want to know what's our future. Swami says, you don't worry about the future, forget the past, live in the present. And, explaining the incident happened, but it's all Swami's grace. And I thank again uncle for, even when I take him around, if I have neck pain, he will just put his hand on my neck while driving, and then I'll feel better. I'll tell him, uncle, don't do this for a long time, I may sleep off. But I think I view him like, at that time I was just saying, instead of Tylenol, I'm taking uncle's, just like a small help to relieve the pain. But yeah, I think, I treat this particular, all this satsang as an opportunity to thank uncle and still be in the Swami's fold, and he's helped my wife as well in various healings, and I thank him again. And Sairam uncle, thank you for all the service. Sairam.
Sairam Satya. I really enjoyed the way in which you have expressed. It's all Swami has given great. I have given an opportunity to do seva for your family. Regarding the education and other things, now Satya has talked to you. I am going to share with you my own experiences regarding that particular aspect of in education. There was one boy who was studying at Sri Venkateswara Engineering College, 3rd year at Chennai, and he was a very good boy. And one day the principal told him, I am going to give you transfer certificate to you. You take the TC and leave this college. You tell your parents to come and meet me. The day has been fixed. The boy told mother and also father about this incident. Then immediately one of our Sai devotees in Tamil Nadu may be knowing, of course he is no more, Mr. Vaikuntham. His wife told that boy's mother, please go and meet Sridhar. Sridhar will do, with the grace of Bhagavan, this miracle. He will do something for your son. So she telephoned to me, and I told her, please bring your son when you are visiting my house. That was the first incident. Never I had the opportunity of doing the educational service to others, because all those days I was just handling only the medical problems only. I prayed to Swami, Swami, I think this may be your Leela. They are approaching me. I don't know how I am going to do this type of seva to him. Anyway, you are there. It is only your direction. It is happening. You have to be with me and see that the boy succeeds in his attempt. So, approached me. I told the boy to come to me every day for the healing. And every day I used to pray to Swami. The day has come. Suddenly, on that day, Swami appeared in my dream and told, tell the parent, only mother has to accompany, not the father along with the boy. I never asked why Ram. What Swami said, that's all I have to follow. So I told the mother of that boy, you alone go there. In the meantime, I asked the parents of the boy, kindly inform me the name of the principal so that I will pray to him also not to issue TC. He was a very nice boy, but I don't know what has happened. Then they collected the name of the principal. I prayed for him also. Here in this Rek healing, we can do only positive things only, and you cannot do any negative to anyone. Everything should be only positive approach only. So daily I am going on for him. Other than my medical problems also to other persons. The day has come. I informed the mother of the boy, go to the principal room basket. I told the mother, this is going to happen. Swami has given an opportunity. So, under any circumstances, don't open your mouth. He will going on accusing your son. Listen it calmly, without arguing or without telling, no, my son has not done this one, that one. He will accuse whatever he wants to tell, whatever he likes it. But one thing you do it, and the final accusation, you just to see, my son's life is in your hand. That's all. Don't talk anything other than this one. So she said okay, and she talked to me when entering the principal room. What I told, the first thing he has done, accusing this boy, and finally she remembered what I told her, and she told the principal, the life of the boy is in your hands. Immediately, without a second, what Swami has told, he completely torn into pieces the TC and put it in the basket. He said, this is the final chance I am giving to him. He just to see 20 marks, the grade 10 marks, because it was a very good college, that outstanding college, even still now at Chennai. So I don't want a boy in my institution to spoil the name of the college. Let us see. This 1 year, he was studying in 3rd year. The 2 semesters are there. I will give an opportunity so that let him come up very well. Then every day he used to come to my house, and that particular time, what we used to do, whenever this Ekadasi comes, we used to do the Vishnu Sahasranam Parayanam in our house along with the bhajan of our Swami. He doesn't know anything, but he used to come and sit and calmly and do the meditation. The day has come. Uncle, tomorrow is my exam. So I told him to bring all your notebooks and pencils. So I prayed to pencils and his textbook, everything. Pray. You are going to get a very good mark. Don't worry, when past is past. Your future is very bright. Then he sat the exam semester and written the exam. The principal has instructed the professors who are all attending on him in the college, in his class, you just correct his pen first. So I want to know what he has done. They corrected, they found he has got A+. Immediately they informed the principal. Principal shocked. He told the invigilators, please watch him carefully whether he is copying anything. How a boy was very, very low, the mark, suddenly getting A+. Maybe he would have copied. Then you informed him also. They informed that boy also. He came to my house and told, why you are bothering? You do your duty. Swami will take care of you. You are not copying anything. Let us see, let them realize about you. Then others who are exams and everything, that so many invigilators surrounded him watching what he is doing. He has done it and added on when all the exams over, his papers, everything was corrected. Surprising to the management, he got everything A+, outstanding like that. They were all surprised. Whether the principal asked him down, whether he has typed, he has copied anything. Nothing, sir. He did himself see how he has transformed by the grace of our beloved Swami. And believe it or not, when he came out, he has come out with a gold medal from that college. Now, he has played in the form of education. So afterwards, what has happened? This news spread to other schools and also colleges. From 8th standard to MD level, people used to come and take the blessing. I put all this pressure to our beloved Swami. He did it for me. Because the students are all benefited. The only thing I used to tell them, you concentrate your study, that Swami will take care. There are afterwards, those who approach me are not at all devotee of Swami, but after their results and they become a Swami devotee, like as Satya has already told, many have transformed as a Sai devotee. This job, I have done it successfully without mentioning Swami's name, because I used to just close my hand where I am having Swami's ring, because I don't want any person to accuse my beloved Swami. Afterwards only they will ask how it is happened for you. I used to show my hand. He has done everything for you. I am only a Karipata. So like that, Swami has shown a lot of unbelievable experiences to them also. There are many like this to watch on, but there are so many personal experiences. Persons are all waiting to share their experiences with you. So I am going to ask one after another to share their experiences. I like to ask. This is the thing. So many things, so many miracles. We cannot write in 1 day or 2 days.